likely to stick around on that Mercy. Will be going back to the Pharah, so it's what worked for them. Now the first point of Oasis.
It's such a bizarre situation to have this this Pharah mirror match between Fleta and Cox. And I gotta say, you know, Cox is looking a lot better in the mirror so far.
That's cheeky, coming around the side there over the top of the buildings, trying to get some rocket spam into the doorway and play with the line of sight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hoxall just dives right in. The line of sight is easy to find if you're right next to some people. Shine gets a kill on the Kisus. That's Anna already down. Flashlight's getting a couple kills of their own. Able to hold the point for the moment here. Shine and Run are kind of on their own.
It's really difficult if you go even on this first point as defense when it comes to kill. They may be able to get Shine. No!
Oh, Shine!
Oh, concussive blast didn't knock him off. And
that is rough, man.
Just punches Fleta right in the face.
That was one of those Anna moments where you're like, how did I live through that? But they're back, and that biotic grenade onto Reinhardt might lead to a pretty fast capture for Runaway here on offense. Cox is on the McCree right now. It's a little bit low, but he'll be just fine. Meanwhile, Flashluck's back in action. The defense has returned. Cox looking for a kill. Can't quite get it with the Fan the Hammer. Finds a headshot onto Veil, though, before he's taken out by Fleta. Fleta getting two, actually, there.
That was impressive, him able to come back in such a short period of time. Runaway, they attempted to take that point, but Flashlucks, as soon as that grenade came in, Wiso backed his way through the door, waited for the rest of his team, and they don't even get one tick on the point. So surprisingly successful defense here from Flashlucks.
Yeah, not bad.
Stitch gonna be coming around the other side.
He took a Helix rocket to the face, but got enough damage done, got his health back with a recall, got the grenade down onto Wiso and got the kill. Runaway coming in with a vengeance here as Hoxall uses a nano boost and puts it to good use.
Yeah, they threw the kitchen sink at Flashlucks though, and Flashlucks should have a pretty good hold in the castle phase right here. Fleta going to be switching over to the Roadhog, looking for those high ground hooks. Wow, it'd be huge if Hoxall can win this duel. Doesn't get the kill though, so has to back off. If he had won that, they might have been able to bypass some of this time. Stitch actually switching to Widow.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen the effect that this Widowmaker can have in our very last match against Soldier 76ers. Aren't playing things quite the same as they maybe should. Looking for another one, can't quite find the kill. There's a Graviton surge from Flashlucks as they go in on the defense. And Modern finding one. Looks like that defense that you talked about is going to work out. They popped the sound barrier at the end. I don't know if that was quite a necessary ultimate from Eunice, but they get the defense either way.
In fact, it would have been wonderful for them to save that. They had already won the fight by using the Graviton Surge and getting the initial picks, but now we're into an ultless situation for both teams, although at least Flashlucks maintains that high ground control. I do agree with switching up that Widow. I think it's really weird to... Wow, okay.
Fleta got the kill on the Hoxall. It's a good start.
Yeah, must have just hit that hook. I think it's weird to play Widow when the enemy team has high ground control on this second point, because you just don't have any angles to shoot from, so I'm glad to see them not really commit to that.
I gotta say, Fleta's making a difference on this Roadhog. Killed Hoxall, and he also managed to take down Cox as well in that last fight. I believe.
2 HP.
It's a close call for Cox.
Does get a little bit of healing there from this Ana. Eunice very low inside the castle right now, and it's still moving the payload.
Yeah, they're trying to anyway. Nano boost used as Flashlucks tries to fight back. Hoxall just sitting on the payload for the moment, gets his own nano boost. There's a Dragon Blade, gets a kill on the Kisu, looking for a little bit more. Meanwhile, Cox able to hold up his end of the DPS deal. Hoxall finishing blows, and looks like Runaway going to keep this payload moving as Cox trying to go a little bit forward here.
I did have to drop the tack visor. Maybe Runaway overcommitted to that as well with both the Dragon Blade and the tack visor, but it's going to be one final defense here. Chance for Flashlucks. They come in with 2 big CC ults and the whole hog, and that's going to be popped immediately. Yeah,
Stitch, a little bit of trouble, heals up at the last second. Hoxall goes down actually, and Flashlucks look like they may have found themselves a hold here at the very end.
Couldn't quite pull him off the edge. Nice attempt there by Stitch to get the pick onto the Roadhog, but Hook can't quite grab that Reinhardt and shove him over, and Flashlucks has a nice opportunity to retake the high ground. Kaiser did not manage to hit the Earth Shatter at the start of that fight. Wiso's counter Earth Shatter doing some work, and start to play conservatively, see if they get any shots right there, but Flashluck's going to be coming through the castle doors.
Yeah, Oxall just trying to survive the assault on the high ground as he dives his way through there. Meanwhile, Stitch with that whole hog just trying to push people away so they can get the payload. They're looking for Eunice. Can't find him. Gets a hook, though. Manages to pull in Fleta and get the Roadhog v Roadhog kill. But overall, Runaway losing more people on their side. If Oxall can equalize, it's going to be huge, but he can't quite get it done. Stitch on his own until the respawns come in there. He's getting some heals from the Ana, but he's going to need a bit more. There's the pin. Gonna live for the moment, and he gets the kill on the Wiso. Wiso just a bit too low to get that final left click to finish off Stitch.
Yeah, 300 damage, not enough to actually kill that Roadhog. Now we're gonna see a re-engagement here. Kaiser's there, Modern trying to actually just use the shields to protect these entrances. Eunice gets grabbed.
Wow, this is kind of bad for Zarya as well. Stitch has plenty of health to work with, and he's got the whole hog. Vale gets 2 with the Deadeye, though. Doesn't stop the payload from making it to the end of point B, and now Runaway is going to begin their final push.
Stitch not dying right there and taking out the enemy Reinhardt. Wiso was so crucial for them to be able to push forward. Still 2 minutes left on the clock, and Runaway's coming in with 3 big ultimates to use here, including a nano-boosted whole hog on this next push. Fleta going to switch over to the Reaper to try and bust some tanks.
The Flashluck's not really too close to any of the ultimates themselves. They're going to have to be very careful on this defense. Kaiser coming in. Massive Earth Shatter used. Gets the pin even at the end. And that's a pretty decisive team fight win for Runaway. Oxall nearly has that Dragon Blade up yet again. Vale did get the kill into Stitch.
Flashlucks knew they were behind at ult economy, so they said, okay, we're just going to switch to Mei and Reaper anyway. Don't have a chance to get those big ults in, so try and punish those short-range heroes of the Mei and the Reaper, and it looks like they may have stabilized. Oxall's got to do work.
Yeah, he's got 2 kills already, though. That's a good start. Make that 3, looking for a bit more. Oxall on the attack, only 30 health remaining, though. Gets a little bit of healing, but he's going to need to get the kill on the Reinhardt. There it is, finally. And they're going to push it the rest of the way. Runaway, 3 points on their offensive round here on Eichenwald.
Yeah, minute 5. Definitely a respectable time for Eichenwald. Not obviously fantastic, but even if you could push through to that 3rd point, still convincing play there. And it was one of those unfortunate timings for Flashlucks because, yeah, they did swap their heroes, but they knew they were really far behind the ult economy game, so they needed high-impact heroes that weren't going to have, necessarily need those ultimates that could combat some of the short-range hero selections coming in on the side of Runaway. But you can get rolled very quickly in that last point if you get those big combos, and Oxall delivered.
Yeah. Indeed. Runaway looking like a bit of a dangerous team because, before it was just Oxall, right? If Oxall had a good game, Runaway had a good game. Now, they've got Cox to rely on. They've got Stitch as well to pull out. And they've got suddenly all these threats where before they really just had one. And seems like their coordination is kind of living up to utilizing those threats as well.
I think Stitch has been impressive. I mean, he's a player we haven't seen before, so interesting that he is coming out and having a surprisingly good debut here. Hawk's going to be on the Roadhog this time around. Oxall actually on the Zarya, so typically we've seen those reversed, at least in the qualifiers. Trying out something a little bit different. We'll see how Oxall's Zarya is.
Well, that's a lot of momentum in that hammer. You wonder if maybe the suit prevents nausea, perhaps?
You'd hope so.
That old dude can take some G-forces, that's for sure. Whoa, whoa! Oxall! Scary stuff, man.
Probably make you pretty dizzy to be having a rocket-powered hammer, holding onto it and swinging it in a giant circle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you were using a rocket-powered hammer in general, you just end up swinging in a circle a lot. So it'd take off like a helicopter.
I suppose it depends on how strong you are.
Well, if it were me, it would not go well.
Yeah, definitely would not go well for me either. Onto it and swing it in a giant circle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you were using a rocket-powered hammer in general, you just end up swinging in a circle a lot. So it'd take off like a helicopter.
I suppose it depends on how strong you are.
Well, if it were me, it would not go well.
Yeah, definitely would not go well for me either.
Fleta back on the Thara. They've got Kisu on the Mercy, so Pharmacy incoming for Flashlucks. A little bit of dive from Modern and Wiso. Vale as well. So, interesting. Pharmacy along with some dive. See if Runaway can handle it. They've got a very stable triple tank with the Soldier 76 comp.
They don't have the same verticality to shut this down that they did on Oasis, though, with the Genji.
Well, they're gonna
able to get up there.
They're gonna really have to rely on Shine to deal with this Pharah. Even the Soldier 76 can struggle sometimes.
Kisu got charged right there, actually, by Kaiser. How does Kisu? Kisu keeps getting picked off on this Mercy in very weird ways.
Stitch gets a kill on the Veil, and Fleta without his healer has to back off a bit. And finally, Cox does find the kill on the Eunice.
It's been an awkward time. I really have to question Kisu's Mercy positioning in this match because he's dying to Tracer, he's dying to Reinhardt charges. Like, he should not be in these positions, especially when he has a Pharah that he can reliably use to get out of harm's way and back up into the air against composition that really only has a soldier to deal with that.
Wow, Stitch handling Wiso quite well so far.
Wiso is playing Tracer now.
Yeah.
Normally they're Reinhardt player, so really interesting swap up.
He started out on Tracer on this map, but it has not worked out very well so far, as you can see.
Yeah, they're trying to run, a similar style of composition to what we saw Runaway using, which is 3 DPS single tank with that Winston, but they are nowhere near as proficient as playing it, I should say.
Certainly not working out. Dale coming in now on the Genji. How's that Dragon Blade ready to go? Stitch got the kill on the Eunice, so nice Helix rocket, long-range snipe on the Lucio, and Runaway forced to kind of take a break until Lucio comes back. It's going to delay him another 10, 12 seconds to get set up again.
It's just awkward. Like, I don't like the Mercy instead of the Ana.
Wow, right behind the Pharah. Nobody's stopping Stitch right now in the Soldier 76. And I mean, what can you say? It's a rout completely. Runaway arguably didn't even need to use that sound barrier.
I mean, this is the push, though, right? Flash Lux 85% on the sound barrier. Flash Lux is looking at 6 ult push eventually.
Whoops. Ooh. I can pretty much guarantee you Wisu did not want to use his pulse bomb there.
That's rough. I mean, they still are going to have a huge ult advantage to work with because Runner did throw away his sound barrier right there. They have to do something, but a lot of time already shaved off the clock.
Yep. When it comes in, he's got the barrage, but he needs to really make it work. Veil with the kill already. Nox with the kill onto Veil in response. There's a barrage. Good angle. Not a lot of response there. Gets the kill onto Cox. Oxall a little bit low on this Zarya, may not survive, and there's the sound barrier to perhaps give Flash Lux the win in this fight. So far,
nice
so good.
Shot.
Yeah, great mid-air snipe onto Stitch, and Fleta finally making this Pharah look. There we go. That's the push that Flash Lux has been looking for, and they will finally claim point A, it looks like.
That was some impressive accuracy. Fleta really delivering right there, opening up with the barrage, then landing a number of rockets, but still time is ticking off the clock as Cox just is as annoying as he can be.
Yep. Cox just trying to delay for as long as possible here, and Runaway has gotten some people back on the points right now. The control meter almost up for Flash Lux. There's the Earth Shatter coming in from Kaiser. Gets a kill onto Veil. Mercy comes in. Can they get the res off? No, he doesn't even have it yet. Oh, and a long distance charge again on Kisu. Bad luck, Mercy getting killed twice by charges this round. And now with overtime ticking away, Runaway might win Eichenwald right here. Oh yeah, Stitch not gonna let him get close with that tag visor, and overtime forced. Well, we'll see how long it lasts. Not long, and Runaway with an easy win here on Eichenwald.
The big mistake there, Doa, is what we didn't see. So Fleta got those series of kills, killed the Ana, and then somehow died outside of the point range to the Soldier 76. Didn't